when you know, everything I say after this is probably gonna be a lie. Kidding, go. Grow your hair out, silly. Grow it out. Grow it out. It'll be great. It'll be great.
Shut up and sit down.
Are you recording? Yeah.
Welcome back to another video. So on this video, I just want to go over a couple of reasons why growing out is honestly the best decision you can make for yourself. Number one being, it's something new, honestly. I know a lot of people are trying to figure out, what their look should be, what they want to do, but their style meaning like clothes you wear, maybe like some type of weird facial things, piercings, tattoos, all that, right? You have to try growing your hair out at least once. You never know what it's gonna look like until you do it, and also you have to give it some time. Because if you don't, then of course, and you don't put all your effort into it, it's not gonna look its best. So really just playing yourself and your time and your money, because products are not cheap. Yeah, so honestly, it's just a new way to express yourself, new style, something to try out. And at least once you go back, once you're 30, 40, 50, looking back on your time, you're like, you know what, I gave it a shot. It didn't look or go the way I wanted it to, but you gave it a shot, you tried it, you got picture memorabilia, now you can cut it off. So just try it, something new for your style. And that leads me to my second reason, which is, I don't know if you guys know this, but hair isn't the fastest growing thing ever. So you learn a lot of patience. That's something that I do not possess, and which is why I tell people I'm not ready for a dog or children right now, because my patience is slim to none. But luckily, I've learned a good bit from having hair, and being that it's so long and thick and ridiculous, you kind of have to. You gotta be innovative, you gotta get creative. And I think that kind of touches on my third point, which is honestly forces you outside your box. There are lots of days where I wake up, bad hair days, regular days, honestly days that looks great, and I'm just like, hey, yo, what is this? And I get tired, right? You don't really want to sit and deal with hair some days. Like right now I have to wash it, and I don't want to. But it forces you to be creative. Honestly, it opens up your mind to think in different ways. It's like, all right, I got to go out, I'm about to go to a party, I got 10 minutes before I gotta get out of here. This head cannot like this before I leave. So what I'm about to do. You can cry about it, or you can be solutions oriented and fix your head. Do something with it. Which is why the other videos of my lovely channel here are at your disposal to help you deal with that. So if you are trying to grow your hair out, get more creative, you're gonna get a lot of good feedback just off of that. So two things, 2 for 1, patience and creativity come along with it as byproducts, honestly. So this would jump me over to my fourth one, which is more geared for the men specifically. And it's that, typically when women are looking for a spouse, husband, someone to procreate with, they don't want no bald. Okay? So, while you're growing your hair out, you can show that, hey baby, I'm not balding. So don't worry, our baby's gonna have lots of hair for you to deal with and have fun with, because I'm not doing hair. I'm actually not. It's not happening. Although I have it. Oh, it's great. But honestly, I think it goes in the same way too, now that I think about it. It's not just for the men, even for women that are thinking about growing their hair out. I'm sure a lot of guys, and like I'm saying, this is kind of jokes, but also the reality of this thing is, if you have someone that's balding, typically it's not someone that you're like, yeah, that's what I want, right? And that leads me to my fifth point, which is less haircuts. Personally, I'm not gonna lie, when I was growing up, I used to hate haircuts. Still kind of did when I was in high school, middle school, but less haircuts because you can let your hair grow. Let it do its thing. Now I know some people like to do the line-up thing where they will put a line right on the edge. Not my style. By all means, you're more than happy to go do that. I think it looks funky. Maybe it's just on me, right? Because I know my forehead's already kind of big. I'm about to make it bigger, and it's like, to me, it's like pick and choose between you want. Like I just feel like it's doing a lot at that point. But if you want that, then this point means absolutely nothing to you. However, if you are just growing your hair out, that's haircuts, bro. That's it. You just gotta keep it trimmed on the end. And some people might think that's a lie. It's not, man. The only reason I have to worry about haircuts is because I have an undercut, which is just because my hair is already thick enough and I wasn't trying to deal with more hair, so I said to forget that. But nonetheless, less haircuts means more money in your pocket. I hear y'all are spending about $100 for haircuts now, which is insane. Because I could never. And And one day when I end up cutting my hair, cutting my hair off, I'll still be cutting my own hair. Thankfully, my dad's a barber, so not a big deal. Don't judge my current hair right now. Thanks. And that will take me to point number 6 about the heat. The heat, yeah. So if you have thick hair, especially like mine, and you wear it out, I'm telling you now, even if you don't, like if it doesn't like sit like mine is sitting right now, it's honestly like a natural hat for you. I'm thinking like toboggan if it's kind of up here. I think about like a sweater for my neck, because if I'm going out somewhere and it's cold outside, I do not have to worry about my head, this area being cold at all. No, trust me, that when that heat's coming off my body because I'm already hot, it's jumping right back on my neck because the hair's just like, ooh, just kidding, about the heavy shit right there. So it's honestly a really good heater. And when my power went out last February because of that crazy storm in Texas, yeah, I was pretty good because I had my hair out. This boy I was warm. It was pretty warm, thankfully. Well, luckily I have friends that have power, so it was all good. But honestly, if I had to just follow my hair, I would have been good. But it's cool. Nonetheless, natural heater. If you are a cold person, it'll help you out a lot. And my 7th and final point is, personally, I think it's the most important one, which is a great distraction. Actually, it's a double-edged sword, honestly, because I say distraction because, like right now, my face is rough. And I need to shave. I need to trim myself up. Like it's looking kind of crazy. Like I said, up under here, it's kind of, you know what I'm saying? But it's like you guys would not have noticed that off rip just by looking at me, because y'all saw my hair and like, oh, look at his hair, like what's flowy now? It was cool. Nah, I can get away with a lot more because if I wear my hair out, I'm good. People are gonna be like, oh, your hair. Whoa. They're not looking here. They're looking here. So it's a great distraction. Like I do not have to worry about nothing. Now I don't suggest that because I'm a business person, so I'm gonna look approachable, right? But if you are trying to get distracted, like you're having a rough day, you put your hair out, all of a sudden it gets a lot better because people will be like, wow, your hair, oh my gosh. What? Oh my gosh. It's awesome, bro. Oh my god. Yeah, seriously. Now the other side of the sword is you kind of can't get away at that point. So if you wear your hair out and you're trying to be incognito, yeah, it's happening. Because they've been like, hey, look at you in there. And it's like, don't see me, please. And then they want to come up to you, they want to talk to you, they try to touch it, and you're like, back up, I have to beat you up. No one wants to do that. So it's a double-edged sword, but nonetheless, still a distraction. If you're having a rough day, rough time, you ain't got to worry about none of that because none of that energy's coming to you directly. You got to love to see it. And that will do it for this video. Thank you guys for checking it out. Hopefully some of these tips kind of helped you tipped on the side of growing your hair out. At least try it out. And I say if you give it a shot, give it at least a year, at least. And if you still hate your hair at that point, I'm gonna say go for 2, then cut it. But if you can do it, do 2. And if you're worried about the process, what it looks like growing your hair out, I will document some of that with more videos to come. So make sure you comment, like, subscribe, let me know if you're starting the journey, and we will see you guys in the next one. Thanks, y'all.